We just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do our review for Gotham, episode entitled The Penguin's Umbrella. And boy, has the umbrella just broke open. So finally, you know, a lot of you who have been here for a while know that when I do a review for a show, if it's a brand new show, I tend to take about 5 to 6 episodes before I determine whether or not I'm going to keep going. And I took this approach last year with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when I reviewed season 1. And everybody, like the first episode said, oh, this show is crap. And I said, well, I'm going to give it some time. And then it got really good. And obviously it's a very good show now. Gotham started off much better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in my opinion. It's been a little bit more of a roller coaster ride, while some episodes have been really fun. Obviously there was one episode I just did not like at all. But overall it's been a decent show so far. Well, after tonight, this show, I mean, wow. I don't think anyone saw that coming. So this episode, we got to see the aftermath of the revelation that Jim did not kill Oswald Cobblepot the Penguin, and all hell broke loose. And, you know, I gotta say, there's still areas to criticize. I mean, first of all, I've always said that I find it hard to believe that Jim is the only one literally in a whole city that seems to be uncorruptible. And when, I think his name was Victor Zsasz, when he came into the precinct and he told everyone to leave and everyone left, it's like, really? Not one or two motherfuckers stood back? I mean, everyone is sold out like that? But be that as it may, it also shows just how resilient and clever Jim Gordon is, as he barely got away with his life and put together a plan with the two cops from MCU. I know one's named Christmas, and then the Spanish lady whose name I always want to say Martinez, but I know it's not Martinez, because that's what I think about from the movie. But yeah, but anyway, the two MCU cops, and they got him and they saved his ass. You know, it's funny, and when they came to save him, the first thing I thought was, man, if Bruce Wayne comes to save this guy, I'm gonna lose it. You know, like, I would have been like, okay, really? But, you know, be that as it may, it was the MCU crew, and that made much more sense, and was very happy with that kind of result. But I did like the scene with Bruce Wayne. You know, when he came to tell Bruce Wayne what was going on with the investigation and what he thinks and everything, and that he could trust the two cops, or the two detectives, I should say. I finally saw something out of Bruce Wayne that I've been wanting to see, and that's him being a kid. Ironically, after telling Jim, don't treat me like a kid, Jim extends his hand to shake his hand, and Bruce Wayne embraces him. And that is something that right there, I was like, all right, boom, that's what I've kind of been waiting to see. You know, I still want to see that child in him, because he is a child. So that was a good scene. For me personally, that was a big deal. I know probably, yeah, so what, you hugged him. For me, it's a big deal because of how I've been looking at Bruce Wayne from my perspective. But the episode was great. And it was nice to see Bullock get on the same page as Jim. And, you know, anybody would think, oh, maybe he's doing that because he's going to turn on him. You know, that didn't actually cross my mind at all, because he said it himself. He says, you know, I'm a dead man anyway, just for the fact that you did not kill him and I allowed that to happen. I didn't follow up and check the floating body. And it was nice to see Bullock kind of get on the same page after really being pissed off at Jim. And you can tell he was pissed off at Jim in such a way that it almost like he was disappointed, not because, you know, not really because he knew what would happen to him. Almost like, you know, I mean, because after working together for a while, you know, they've got to build some sort of relationship. And like I said, progressively, each episode, while Bullock and Gordon have had their rocky start, each episode, they progressively seem to work better together, despite the many disagreements and the huge differences between the two. Now, Penguin on this, first of all, he's been obviously climbing the ladder since he came back to Gotham. But now that we know what's going on with him and Falcone, we realize that he is not only climbing the ladder, he is very close to the peak. Because everyone here knows, I would assume everyone here knows that he's just as much playing Falcone. You know, Falcone's a top dog. So he's basically using the power he's getting from Falcone to get rid of everybody else. And he's going to overtake Falcone. By the time this is all said and done, he's going to overtake Falcone. He's going to buy everyone out, and he's going to rule the city. He is almost there. He's got Fish, and he's got Maroni in his way. He already got rid of Nikolai. So, and he got rid of Maroni's top dog. So, excuse me. Yeah, Maroni. I get Mooney and Maroni confused sometimes. Fish, Mooney, and Maroni. So he already got rid of Maroni's top dog, which basically advances him. He has Maroni's dogs, his underlings, under him now. He's basically Falcone's secret service dude. Like, He's basically Falcone's secret right-hand man because he is playing everyone. He even played the audience because I don't think anyone saw that coming. No one, and I know there's going to be, watch, this is what's going to happen. People are going to start coming out and saying, oh, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was what was going on. Or I had a hunch. Nobody had a fucking clue. I don't care what anyone says because no one has mentioned it. No one's even dropped a hint that this was going to happen. I sure as hell didn't see it coming. It was a great surprise, an excellent twist to the show, and this is why I like to review shows for at least 4 to 6 to 7 episodes because there's always that one episode that is a defining moment in the first season of a new show, and it's either going to be the episode that makes the show or breaks the show. This is that defining episode for Gotham because now you see that while we've seen Catwoman and we've seen Poison Ivy and we know now that the Penguin right now is the man. The Penguin is the focal villain right now for this show. Outside of all the mafia and the going back and forth, it was just an epic revelation. Still loving Fish Mooney, but obviously when she bitch slapped Penguin's got to toughen up a little bit though. That's the only thing. Like he's smart as hell, and he really is in a position to take over, but he needs to toughen up. He got bitch slapped by Fish, and it was pretty embarrassing to be honest. But I think that's also part of his play. I think he just does that on purpose so that they think he's a weakling. That's what I'm starting to get at now. I don't think he, like when he gets hit or he gets smacked around or roughed up, I really think that that's part of his act. I don't think he really is as soft as he makes himself out to be. I think that's part of the reason why people are still sleeping on Cobblepot. So, yeah, his whole deal right now is just, and this is why he's a supervillain. This is why he's one of Batman's super enemies. This motherfucker knows how to, he knows what he's doing, and he's very close to being in power. He's very, very close to being in power. So that is just awesome. So I would say, in this episode, definitely what Gordon had planned was fantastic. I love the fact that Bullock was jumping by his side. Now you see that kind of cements that partnership. At least for me, so far, it appears that way. Who knows what the future holds? It's still a very young show, and Bullock is still very corruptible. But as of right now, it looks like that is only going to further strengthen the partnership between Bullock and Gordon. I love the fact that Gordon's fiance is so in love with him that she's willing to put herself on the line, but she almost got herself killed because if he had called that bluff, she would have been dead. And I thought it was kind of stupid for the character to come back and try to, you don't negotiate with the mob, okay? You don't negotiate with the mob, but honestly, unbeknownst to Gordon, he has Penguin to thank for him being alive. And it's amazing how much the Penguin has his hands in everything right now, while still looking like just an underling. On the outset, he looks like an underling, but under everything, he's almost nearly running the show now. You know what I mean? So, and then of course the actors has been fantastic. So I'm very, very happy with this episode. I'm very happy with the direction the show's going in now. There were some questionable things, but a lot of the things that happened have been leading up to this point. And it's nice to see now that everything's out in the open in terms of what's going on with the Penguin. We still have, obviously, the Wayne mystery. Obviously, Wayne Enterprises is involved in a lot. And you're going to get to a point where basically the Penguin is going to have Falcone and Maroni's men fight each other off, weaken them both, and Penguin's going to step in and take over the whole show. So, very good episode. I thought it was really good. Great performances. And a very good story and a very good pickup after the way things left off. Sometimes when the show leaves off with a great cliffhanger, it doesn't follow up with a very good episode or a very satisfying episode. This episode was very, very satisfying after the cliffhanger that we were left with last week in regards to everybody finding out that Gordon did not kill Cobblepot. And this show delivered on all the goods. That revelation towards the end of the episode that all this time Penguin has been working for Falcone was fucking just genius. So anyway, guys, that's it for this review. So how did you feel about this episode? I can't imagine too many people hating it. It was a fantastic episode. And comment down below. Let me know what you thought of it. And what do you think is going to happen going forward? This is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news. We just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
You're watching ETN, where we don't do news. We just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do our review for Gotham, episode entitled The Penguin's Umbrella. And boy, has the umbrella just broke open. So finally, a lot of you who have been here for a while know that when I do a review for a show, if it's a brand new show, I tend to take about 5 to 6 episodes before I determine whether or not I'm going to keep going. And I took this approach last year with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when I reviewed season 1. And everybody, like the first episode said, oh, this show is crap. And I said, well, I'm going to give it some time. And then it got really good. And obviously it's a very good show now. Gotham started off much better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in my opinion. It's been a little bit more of a roller coaster ride. While some episodes have been really fun. Obviously there was one episode I just did not like at all. But overall it's been a decent show so far. Well, after tonight, this show, I mean, wow. I don't think anyone saw that coming. So this episode, we got to see the aftermath of the revelation that Jim did not kill Oswald Cobblepot the Penguin, and all hell broke loose. And, you know, I got